Hello everyone, I welcome you back in another episode of the Fantasy Fans Talk, and I hope you're all doing well. Just a simple reminder that don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your notifications so you don't miss out on anything that we shall be posting. A lot is happening right now, some games being included, some games being postponed and all that. So if you keep updated, it will be very good for all fantasy managers. So as usual, we are going to be looking at how my team performed for game week 16. And to start with, I had Martinez in goal, getting me 3 points. And that was not bad from someone who has already made 2 clean sheets in the previous 2 game weeks. Then in my defense, I had Cancelo, Diaz, and Justin at first. But as you all know, Man City Everton game was postponed. So Diaz and Cancelo were unable to participate, meaning that it was only Justin who was able to participate in game week 16, getting me 2 points. And that was bad. For Leicester, I felt so disappointed because I thought this is going to be easy for them, but kind of the coach made the game look so hard, and yet it would be very easy for them to win. Then in my midfield, I had Bruno Fernandes, Mohamed Salah, Grealish, and Armstrong. To start with, Armstrong comes from the bench and he gets me 1 point. I wasn't so disappointed. By the time someone comes from the bench and you don't expect much from them. Then Grealish also got me 2 points. That was another big disappointment. I don't know. A guy is not participating of late. Then Mohamed Salah. Again, Mohamed Salah blanks after failing to make an action in game week 15 against West Brom. Again does it against Newcastle. So I was so disappointed. I felt like this was another very big disappointment on top of the postponing and all that of the Manchester City and Tottenham game. This was also another kind of disappointment in its own other way. So at the end of the day, he got me only 3 points as a captain, 6 points, and that was bad from my captain, I can say. Then Bruno Fernandes gets me an assist, and that was very good from Bruno. As usual, Bruno is Bruno for now. I think he's the best player for Manchester United, and he's very good to have on that team. So on my striking, I had Harry Kane, Wilson, and Vardy. It's only Wilson and Vardy who were able to participate. As you know also, the Tottenham Fulham game was postponed. Yeah, this is all about COVID. No, nothing much. Then after Wilson participating, he gets me 2 points against Liverpool. You know, this is a guy who was very lethal in the first half of the game, tried to create a lot of chances, being a very big threat, but in the second half, Liverpool outplayed Newcastle and they were over pressing them, so he couldn't participate so much. At the end of the day, he got me only 2 points. Jimmy Vardy comes from the bench. Like I said, this was a very big disappointment from Leicester. But on top of that, I don't blame it so much on my players, but rather the coach. Because after looking at his defense, having a lot of new faces, midfield, having a lot of bench players, but still also made his striking. Have a bench player who is in Nacho. Nacho gets a penalty in a place of where if at all Vardy was there, that was another win for us. But then Vardy comes in the second half, 75th minute, and he did nothing much. Got me only 1 point. At the end of the day, Koeman also played on the bench and Stephens, and they were substituted for Cancelo and Harry Kane using a 3-5-2. And I got only 26 points. That was below average. That was also very, very disappointing. As I said, game week 16 has been frustrating, disappointing, very annoying, and all that. But you don't blame it so much on the players, but also COVID. COVID also did very, very much in it. So very first, we are going to be looking at how we are lining up for game week 17. So here hinting on what is happening right now. We have another game in game week 18, Burnley Manchester United. For those managers having Bruno Fernandes, because the question has been, I have Bruno Fernandes, who is participating, who is having double game weeks in game week 19, but is not participating in game week 18. But now, right now, we have a chance that Manchester United is having Burnley in game week 18. At the same time, Man City has also gotten a game in game week 19, having Aston Villa. So players from Man City and Aston Villa, Burnley, and then United can still be very good to go in game week 19. So how am I lining up for game week 17? In goal, I'm going to be putting Nick Pope in goal, because he's playing against Fulham. He could actually make me a very good clean sheet, and I would be very happy for that. As I said, I'm making my subs as well as targeting game week 19, because in game week 19, like I said, if you have your bench boost, if you have your triple captain, it's the best time to, I think, use this. Yeah. So as you reach game week 19, make sure at least you have about 13 players who are going to be participating, so you can easily activate your bench boost. Or if you feel like, for me, the triple captain is going to be working well for me, you can activate your triple captain. Like I said last time, I tried to explain to you what it means by a blank and a double game week. So in my defense, I'm going to remain with Cancelo, Justin, and Diaz. If at all the Man City game is not postponed, because that would be another blow. But as of now, they are showing the game is on. Then in my midfield, I'll be having Bruno Fernandes, Mohamed Salah. In the place of Armstrong, I'm making a sub. I'm taking out Armstrong, because when I look at Armstrong, he won't be participating in a game week. He is not having a double game week in game week 19, and he's having a double game week in game week 19, but he's not participating in game week 18. So I'm going to be taking out Armstrong for Martinelli from Arsenal. Then I'm also having Grealish at the same time, and that will be my midfield. Then my attack, Harry Kane, Wilson, and Vardy. I think there I'm very good to go. If at all no changes are made, if at all games are played, I'm very sure I'm going to score points with this team. Harry Kane is not having a double game week in game week 19, but my target is, if I take out Harry Kane in game week, if Harry Kane after him playing in game week 18, then I'll have to make a substitute. I will have to sell Harry Kane for someone else who is going to participate in game week 19. So with that said, who are my captain contenders on my team? I have Bruno Fernandes at home against Aston Villa. Bruno Fernandes can still be Bruno, be it which team, he can still score, he can still make an assist. Then Mohamed Salah, Southampton. Mohamed Salah is Mohamed Salah. He can always score. He can always score even a hat-trick. But then when it comes to, after me being disappointed from Mohamed Salah in 2 game weeks against West Brom and then against Newcastle, I feel like I should make a change. Then Harry Kane is having Leeds. Leeds, as I said, it's a team. I don't know what's up with Leeds. When it comes to big teams, they tend to open up, pushing, trying to press hard, and then at the end of the day, they score them a lot of goals. When it comes to small teams, they don't open up, but then they want to also do the same thing of pressing. So they concede less goals against small teams, but concede a lot of goals against big teams. So Harry Kane can be a very good guy to have on your team, to captain also It's not bad. And then Jimmy Vardy against Newcastle. Newcastle, as we saw last time against Liverpool, this is a team that can really defend. So my best captain choice still, I'm going for Mohamed Salah against Southampton. We just hope for the best, that this time round he does something very good for us, and yeah, he pays off for the 2 game weeks that he has blanked when we are captaining him. So with that said, I just wish you well for game week 17. After game week 17, we shall have a brief talk for game week 18 and 19 again before we shall do our game week 18 team review. With that said, I wish you all the best and thank you very much.